What's good, family? So right now I am in Pattaya. I am still here. This is day 4 or 5 of being here. It is Saturday, October the 7th. Let me double check. Yes, it is October the 7th, and today we are doing a Q&A. So I had a lot of questions. A lot of different questions was asked under the post on my TikTok. And we are about to go through all the questions, and we are about to answer all of the questions. So yeah, let's do it. Let me get my phone. We gonna start off at the top. What is Thailand known for selling to other countries such China? I mean, this question needs some Google. We gonna start from it with a different question because I'm gonna have to use Google for that. Tell us how you got there. Did you? Okay, the first question is, tell us how you got here. Did you plan this or did you just wake up and hop on the plane? So honestly, y'all, when I decided to come to Thailand, it was random, spontaneous. I randomly just hopped on a plane and went to Japan. I stayed in Japan for a month. And then when I was in Japan, I realized that Japan was a bit expensive. And I was like, I should go somewhere a bit cheaper. And in Thailand, I had already got information that Thailand was cheap. Not really cheap, but less expensive than the United States and less expensive than Japan. So I was like, yeah, I should just try it. And then I came here and I love it. I actually love Thailand. I love being here. I love the people. I love the food. It's like a vibe. It got great beaches, great people, beautiful people. You know what I mean? It's a nice place to be. So next question is, do you think your neighbor took your SD card? I don't know. I think she did, but at the same time, I'm very optimistic. I might have lost it. Spirit said it was time for it to go, so it's gone. I can't really blame it on nobody because it was my fault. I should have kept up with my thing. So, but that is that. So yeah, moving forward. Alrighty. The next question is, do you eventually want a family? Let me close this camera because I'm looking at myself. I'm so sexy, y'all. Alright. So the next question is, do you eventually want a family? Yes, I want a family. I am a very family oriented. I love a family. I love the family unit. The families is a family is the nucleus to a good society. So like a good community, a good society, a good world, a nice world, it starts with the family. It starts at home. So I am big on family. I am big on family structure. I don't know, my throat just got so scratchy all of a sudden. I need some fucking gum or something. But like I said, if I was to start a family, y'all, I would want to start my family in Japan. Honestly, because Japan has a lot of structure. They have good education. They have good. Their culture is rooted in value. It's rooted in morality. It's rooted in God. So if I wanted to start a family, I would want to start my family in Japan, maybe for a few years, and then from there maybe go back to the U.S. Maybe travel around. It just depends. But I would want to start my family in Japan because of how it's rooted in God. The whole is just rooted in God. I love that. How is it being a masculine presenting woman in Thailand? First off, I am not a masculine presenting woman. I am just a woman. I don't know what no masculine presenting woman. I don't know what none of that is. God made me as a woman, and that's all I am. I'm not this. I'm not that. I am a human being living a human experience. I am a divine energy living a human experience, and that's just that. I am a woman. That's just that. All that title, this and that, I'm not none of that. I don't know what none of that is. I don't apply none of that to my being. I'm just a woman. I'm a goddess living this human experience. That's it. ... Who is your cell provider? Do you pay extra international? Do you remain in contact with people that you meet? Do locals treat you like a tourist? who is my cell provider? My cell provider is it's called AIS. I don't know if that's the prefix. I don't know. I think that's it. I don't know really much about the cell provider. When you come to Thailand, they have like 3 different services that everybody use. You just look and you see which one applies to you. If you want to stay for 7 days, they have service just for 7 days. They have service for 14 days, and then they have service for a month. And then after the month, you just go and you get more service. They have like a machine where you can pay at the machine to pay your phone bill and get like more service or like more minutes. Do you remain in contact with people that you meet? Honestly, the type of person I am, I try to, but honestly it don't really happen because of the type of person I am. I'm such a like preserved person. My energy is so sacred that I really don't like to share it with people. You have to be really special for me to just continually share my energy with you. So I will meet people, I will get their contact, but if it's not an equal amount of nurturing energy as far as nurturing a relationship, it might not go long. It might not last long. Not saying that I will never talk to this person again. It's just that if I get your contact and you get my contact and we not both equally trying to nurture this relationship as far as like planning meetups, you know, checking in on each other, that type of thing, it might not last that long. It might just, I got your contact, I know you from social media, and we pushing on. And honestly, I have gotten a lot of people's social media, and I watch them on social media, and I just keep pushing forward. Not saying that I don't fuck with them or they don't fuck with me. We still living. We just keep flowing. The water continue to flow, and you know, that type of thing. Be safe. Something is about to happen. They hate us black, and baby girl, you're black. Okay, this person is a very ignorant person because I am not black. I am a human. That's it. Anywho, moving forward. How long have you been in Thailand? I have been in Thailand for 2 months. Do you have a TV in the treehouse? No, I do not have no TV. Even if I did have a TV, y'all, I still would not watch TV. It's too much going on outside of the house. Not saying too much going on outside of the house, but it's just too much. It's too much to experience to be just watching TV. Like, I don't knock nobody watch TV. It's just that me personally, I'm not a TV watcher. I might watch TV with her. I might watch a movie with her. She already know I don't watch no series. Don't put on no series. Don't introduce me to no series. We not watching that shit. It requires too much of my attention. I don't want to give that. I don't want to give nothing too much of my attention. Not that, for example. I mean, for sure not that. Moving forward. What was the final decision you made? What was the final decision that made you say, I'm going to Malaysia? I'm going to let y'all know right off bat. It's no final decision ever, y'all. Because guess what? The final decision is depth. Get that shit out your awareness. It's no final decision. Like when people be like, this is my last dollar. It's never your last dollar unless you say it's your last dollar. It's never your final decision until you say it's your final decision. My final decision is when I'm on my deathbed and I don't have no more decisions to make ever in life. Because life is over. That is the final decision, y'all. Other than that, I just went to Malaysia, ... I went to Thailand, ... I'm having this decision right here, ... It's no final nothing. It's just what's right here in the present, what's in this present, what's in that present is all based on the present moment. It's not nothing, you know what I mean? Anyways, moving forward. Yes, I'd like to know more about the attack. Okay, I'm gonna give an explanation about what happened with the attack at the end of the video. So y'all stay tuned to the end of the video and y'all gonna know exactly what happened with the attack. Anywho, let's keep moving forward. You had to get a job in Thailand, what would it be? If I had to get a job in Thailand, I would not work no job nowhere around the world, y'all. If I had to work a job, it'll be doing locks. That'll be the only job that I'm willing to experience. That and that's it. I don't want to work for anybody else. There's never been a dream of mine. I've never been one of them people like, I got a dream job. I don't dream of labor. I don't dream of slavery. You hear me? So anywho, we're gonna move forward. Let's go. Have you eaten something that you didn't know what it was and then you found out later you wanted to vomit? No. Cooking was good to see. What backlash did you get from people you know because of traveling? What backlash? I really didn't get any backlash because I didn't allow backlash to come. When I decided that I was leaving the country and just to travel, I didn't tell nobody until it was time to go. Until it was time to get on the plane, nobody didn't know what I was doing. So that's that. Like, I made sure I had everything else suited and booted, all my T's crossed, all my I's dotted before anybody knew what I was doing. So when I did tell people, they stated their opinion, but it was not no backlash because it was already set in stone. So that's that. Amanda says, sorry for all the questions. I solo travel abroad also. And it's very rare that I come across other female solo travelers. Okay, that wasn't a question. How do your family and friends feel about you traveling? How do my family and friends feel about me traveling? My two friends, Jelena and Tamara, I love y'all. If y'all watch this video, y'all my heart. Those two friends, they support me no matter what I do. If I wanted to sell pussy, they'll support it. They support everything I do. They probably would take care, you know better, but they wouldn't, you know, they'll still just let me, you know, do what I gotta do to do what I gotta do. They'll know that it's a reason why I'm doing this. They wouldn't just, they know, this my friends, my family. How my family looked at it is, my momo, she was so happy, y'all. My momo is so happy that I'm doing this. My momo, she is the type of person that's like, I'm living through you. Just like people in the comments be like, I'm living through you. My momo actually say, I'm living through you because you doing what I never could have did. She was like, you are my eyes and ears to the world that I never got to see. And I love that. My mama, she like, you a bum. Why you doing this bum stuff? You being a bugger bum, you know what I mean? But she is the last person that's going to fully see what I'm putting into the world. I don't know why she will be the last person. I don't know. I'm not a mama. I'm not a mother. I cannot understand or understand or overstand how she feel, why she think. I don't. And it's the same vice versa. She don't understand me. I don't understand her. I love my mama. I respect my mama, but that's it. My brothers, they like, you know how niggas, I'm not gonna say niggas because my brothers are not niggas, but you know how boys is. They like whatever is whatever. Like, you do you be safe, you know, that's just that. They just want me to be safe and that's just that. My other brother, my oldest brother, he like, you know, Kia, you really doing your thing. Like, you know, he was like, he gonna make a TikTok to watch me because he not a social media type person. Honestly, none of my brothers are social media type people. Like, they don't really be on social media. My whole life is on social media. They don't really be on social media. But my oldest brother, he like, I'm gonna make a TikTok to watch you on TikTok. And I'm like, that's cool. I fuck with that. That's different. Alright, next question. I noticed you have braces. I get this question all day. I get this question all day long, y'all. I noticed you have braces. How do you upkeep the maintenance? How have you seen an orthodontist overseas? Okay, how do you keep up the maintenance? How I keep up the maintenance on my braces, y'all, is I floss every day. I brush my teeth twice every day. I scrub my tongue every day. I take time on my mouth. I spend a good 30 minutes every day getting my mouth together. And if I miss one day of flossing, the following day that I do spend flossing, I'm going to floss for an even longer amount of time. I spend a lot of time going around each bracket, pulling out each, like, cause they have food that gets stored around the bracket, y'all. I go in and I do surgery on my mouth every time to get all the food out because the food be like, it gets stuck in the smallest little spots that you would not see, but it will create a cavity. And I noticed that talking to other people that have braces, I noticed that that a lot of people with braces always end up getting cavities in between their braces or in between their teeth. Is because they don't floss. They don't spend that extra time getting all of the food out of their teeth. They'll hit it with the toothbrush. They might floss a little bit, but they not going and thoroughly flossing back and forth, spending a good 30 minutes on just flossing. on top of brushing your teeth, on top of scrubbing your tongue. Like, it's a lot come with it, with having braces. Have I seen an orthodontist overseas? No, I have not. I might see one soon. It just depends. I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. How did you start your journey? How I started my journey is I went skydiving. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I had this idea to go to Costa Rica last year. I had this idea. Okay, this water just came up. I had this idea to go to Costa Rica last year, but when I was deciding to go to Costa Rica, it was supposed to be me and my ex going. And we was gonna go together, but then how life turned out, I was not supposed to go anywhere with her because she is a dependent. She is my child. She is my little girl. I'm not ready for a child. I'm not ready for a little girl. I want a grown woman that's gonna stand on her feet. I don't want to have to be in a position where if it's time for us to catch a flight, I gotta book my flight and your flight. I want you to sit beside me and we can book a flight together. If we gotta book a hotel, if we gotta book a hostel, because a hostel is one bed. If we gotta book a hostel, I want you to book your hostel right on side of me while I book my hostel. Don't put that responsibility on me. Don't put that responsibility on me that I gotta take care of me and you out of the country. I don't want to do that. I want to take care of me and you take care of you and we take care of each other. But if I gotta take care of you and take care of us, it's not gonna work out. You gotta stand on your own feet. I'ma stand on my own feet. We could piggyback on each other from time to time if your feet get tired. But all that you on my back the whole time, I can't do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. And I refuse to do it. And with her, that was gonna be the situation. She was gonna be on my back, and God was like, "Kid, you don't need that." So nothing went as planned. And then I ended up getting another opportunity, and which was the opportunity of going skydiving. When I went skydiving, I was like, yeah, I gotta leave. Like, once I went skydiving, I was like, I'm not scared to do nothing now. I just gotta jump out the plane with it. So I went skydiving, and then I was like, I should go to Japan. And then I ended up just like booking my flight, and then I went to Japan, and that was just that. And then when I got to Japan, and I ended up paying $700 to stay in the hostel. The same day I paid the $700 was the same day I booked the flight to Thailand. I didn't waste no time. So I stayed in Japan for a whole month, and then I caught a flight to Thailand, and I'm moving next year. Any tips? How are you doing financially? This Tree Mac. I'm moving next year. Okay, that's good. You should definitely do that. Any tips? Any tips on moving is to tap into God. That's the biggest tip I could tell you. Tap into God, tap into the Most High, tap in whatever source you call your God, tap into that. If you call it Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, whatever you call your God, tap into it. Tap into that source of energy and let that source of energy lead the way. That's the biggest tip I can give you. Come up out your natural mind and bring everything to a spiritual realm. Once you move on the spiritual realm and you let everything happen in the spiritual realm, the natural realm will just gonna go as it needs to go. When the spiritual realm is aligned with the natural, it's gonna go as it needs to go. But if you're not spiritually aligned and you trying to be naturally aligned, it's not gonna work out. So that's the biggest thing I can tell you, is to be aligned spiritually. Bring everything to the spiritual realm, and yeah. And when you move, make sure you move with a purpose of that's rooted in God. Don't move with the purpose that's rooted in, I'm trying to run. America is so bad, I'm trying to run from America. Don't run from America. Don't run from your situation, because it's not going to be, the grass is not going to be green on the other side. Understand your situation. Understand where you are in this moment. Understand thyself. And then once you get to fully understanding yourself, then you make a move. But if you don't fully understand yourself and you trying to run from a situation or run from this, or I just see somebody else living a better life overseas and I want, no, don't do that like that. Travel because this is something you truly want to do. Travel because you truly want to go to this place and you truly want to experience these things. Don't do it because you see somebody else doing it. And not saying that you can't be inspired by somebody else. Just, y'all, make sure you have a good reason for why you're doing it. And if you don't have a good reason, just have the reason of just learning. That is the perfect reason to travel. I'm just traveling because I want to learn. Set some intention behind it, and when you set a good intention, when you set good intentions, good things will flow. Make sure you always set good intentions. But anywho, we're gonna keep moving forward. Love your spirit, appreciate that. How long do you plan on? Alright, y'all, back with the video. I had to take a little break. Okay, what's good? I got some questions. Okay, how long will you be travel? How long you'll be travel? Wait, how long will you be travel for? Okay, that don't make no sense. How long will I be? I guess the question is, how long will I be traveling? I will be traveling until God say, "Kill, it's time to stop," and that's when I'm gonna stop. And honestly, I don't know if that's gonna be anytime soon, y'all, because I like traveling. I like seeing the world. I like seeing different things. I'm learning more about myself and like how I am, and I'm learning more about my that's what it is. So with me traveling, y'all, I'm learning more about my mannerism. I'm learning more about just the way I am with people. Like, it's like how I see life now is like when I'm having conversations and when I'm having interactions with different people and different things, and I'm handling business. My life, I see it on the stage now. Like, I've been seeing my life on the stage, but it's like now it's like my life seeing me in. Okay, this is the perfect example, y'all. This is the perfect example. I'm sitting here, right? This me sitting right here, y'all. This is my body sitting right here. My spirit looks over my body at all times. Like, my spirit does not just lay dormant in my body. My spirit sits over, my higher self sits over this human flesh, this human body. My higher self sits over it. So now that my higher self just naturally sits over my body and doesn't just live in it, when my body go into interactions, my higher self is looking down always and just seeing, and it's like it's amplified. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, I bring the pen, y'all, but how I see it. All right, for example, this is Kia. This Carmax, this is Kia. This foam is my higher self. Okay, so this is me. This is my higher self. Me sitting in this chair, my higher self looks over me at all times. My higher self does not live dormant inside of me. It sits over me. It guides me. This is my higher self. It guides me. Once my higher self move, I move. My higher self move, I move. My higher self move, I move. This is how I live my life. So for example, if I'm in a situation, my higher self is in a situation. Okay, me and my higher self. My higher self is in it. My higher self put my natural body in this situation. So now that I'm on this situation, the situation is always amplified because I understand that my higher self is not within. It's overseeing. So now that I know that my higher self oversees everything that I'm in, everything get amplified. So with that being said, it's like, okay, when I'm having interactions, it's amplified. It's not just an interaction. It's on stage. It's projected to me. Like, everything is projected to me at a very heightened stage, y'all. Like, when I say it's very heightened, it's heightened to the, I gotta put this camera back, because I swear when I got myself, oh my God, I be looking at myself. I cannot stop looking at myself. But anywho, like I was saying, my higher self, it amplifies every situation that my higher self amplify every situation that this natural body sits in. So the situation could be really small, but because my higher self is what my higher self is, it amplifies every situation that I'm in. So I'm able to learn at a very aware, a very acute state of, like, I'm learning at a very. All right, the next question is, how do you feel about prices of restaurant foods? How do you feel about the prices of restaurant foods? Is it reasonable or ridiculous? The food is reasonable. The food is reasonable. Everything is reasonable in Thailand when you're coming from the United States. Now, if you coming from the Philippines, the prices might be higher in Thailand. It might seem like the prices are hella expensive in Thailand because you coming from the Philippines. But because I'm coming from America, well, I was paying $5,500 a month in bills, almost $6K a month in bills. Everything is cheaper. Everything is reasonable for me, and it will be reasonable for you. It'll be reasonable for you as well, coming from the United States as well. Hi, enjoy your videos. Have always wanted to travel like this. You should definitely do it. Do you know any older 50 plus people doing this? I don't know any people personally doing this like 50 plus, but I know that they have like groups that I wouldn't say they pick you up, but you sign up and it'll be you and another group of people that are around the same age, and I think it's like a honestly, I'll have to get more information on it, but I know it's something. I know it's something out there. Let me take this out my ear. Honestly, I know it's something out there that you can do that is like what I'm doing, but it wouldn't be you doing it solo. It'll be you doing it with a group of other people that are like-minded. Should I say like okay, so it'll be you and other people of the same age, people that want to go to the same location. Y'all will pay one set price, and y'all will all meet at the airport, and the whole trip will be paid for, and you will just travel with the group. And it's like a travel group. They have travel groups all over the world, and they got travel groups that do all different type of things. They offer all different type of amenities. They have all different type of accommodations for health and whatever you looking for, whatever the case may be. But yeah, they definitely have what you looking for. Just look on Facebook or look on honestly, I'll tell you to look on Facebook. They have Facebook groups for travelers for 50 plus. Just look it up, because you're never too old to travel. You're never too old to travel unless you just don't have the mobility to travel. But honestly, even if you wasn't mobile like that, you still be able to travel, because like I said, they have accommodations for all different type of people around the world. And you'll be traveling with people from all around the world. It wouldn't just be Americans, it wouldn't just be Africans, it wouldn't just be Nigerians, it would just be people from all over the world. So I'll honestly say looking on the Facebook group, and you'll find some information like that. Okay, the next question is, do you ever get afraid being alone? Y'all, honestly, I'm never alone. It might seem like I'm alone, but energetically, like I say, my higher self is always sitting above me. I live inside of, I live in a covered tent, so I'm always covered. My mom prays for me every day. She covered me in the blood. I pray for myself. I know God. I know this. I don't believe. I know God is always sitting on side, my left, my right, my front, and my back, and my higher self sits on top, and God lives within my heart. So I'm never alone. Even if you see me by myself, I'm never by myself. I never feel alone, y'all. I might feel lonely. Oh no, I don't even feel lonely, y'all. I had that moment of feeling lonely when I was in Japan, and I haven't felt lonely since I left Japan, y'all. Even after about 3 weeks of being in Japan, I was not lonely no more. But I never feel alone. I did have moments where I felt lonely, and honestly, loneliness is just it's just the energy. It's not really a physical thing. Like, when you feel lonely energetically, and if you can fulfill that feeling, you won't feel lonely. You won't feel alone. And honestly, the question was, do I feel afraid? I don't never feel afraid, y'all. When I went skydiving, it kind of took fear out of my awareness. I'm not really afraid of anything, y'all. The only thing I'm afraid of is God. I'm not afraid of nothing else. And I'm not even afraid of God, honestly, because I know that whatever God put me through, or whatever God has for me, is nothing to be afraid of. Even if it seems like a sticky situation, you know what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid of making God mad, y'all. That if I have to say I'm afraid of anything, I'm afraid of making God mad. I'm afraid of being I'm afraid of betraying God. Like, I'm afraid of just that. I'm not afraid of nothing else. Getting on God's bad side is the the scariest shit in the world, y'all. I swear to God, like, bro, you will fucking lose it all getting on guy bad side, y'all. I'm telling you, it's an unmatched energy. It's unmatched. But anywho, let's keep pushing forward. What made you pick up and go to Thailand? I just wanted to try something new. Honestly, that was the whole reason of me going to Thailand. I honestly just wanted to try something new. It wasn't because I was running from nothing. It wasn't because I was hurt. It wasn't because I had any sexual traumas. It wasn't because my family was this. It wasn't because of nothing. I honestly wanted to experience the world. That's it. Dot. Nothing more. That's the end of it. Period. Nothing else. Was the ticket to fly to Thailand expensive? The ticket to fly to Thailand was not expensive. The ticket was $175 to fly from Japan to Thailand. My ticket to fly from California, America to Japan was only $500 and something, and honestly it was like $400. I paid an extra $100 for extra large seat. The ticket was cheap. I wouldn't say it was cheap, it was inexpensive. The ticket from Japan to Thailand was inexpensive, so honestly, you know, it was not expensive. Honestly, it was a fairly good price to experience this new life. Can you see yourself living overseas forever? I cannot see nothing for myself forever, y'all. Nothing is forever, like nothing. I only can see myself 1 week at a time. And then after that 1 week, it's gonna be 4 weeks. And then after the 4 weeks, it's gonna be, you know, a month. After a month, it's a year. Like, I only set up things weekly. Daily, hourly, minutely, seconds. Seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years. When you can break it down and simplify it and only set up yourself 1 week at a time, you'll find out, okay, if I can get 1 week, if I can have one good week, I can have 2 good weeks. If I can have 2 good weeks, I can have 3 good weeks. If I can have 3 good weeks, I can have 4 good weeks, and then I can have a good month. And when you learn to have good weeks, you'll learn to have good months. And when you have good months, you'll have a good year. There's that. Learn to set it up weekly. Simplify it weekly. When I had my apartment, people used to be like, oh, how you could pay $1,500 a month in rent? Honestly, I'm paying $50 a day, y'all. I'm not even paying $50. I'm not even paying $1,500. I don't look at the $1,500. I look at what is required daily. What is required daily is I need to make at least $50 a day. If I make $100 a day, that's plus. If I make $200 a day, then multiplied it. You know what I mean? Like, when you minimize it down and you know what you need to make hourly and daily, then you can know what you need to make weekly and monthly, and then you'll know what you need to make yearly. But if you cannot break it down and make things simple, life will always be extra complex. Life will always be extremely overwhelming for you, because you will always have too much on your plate. You'll always have too much on your plate. I'd rather have a whole bunch of small slices of chicken than 3, 4, 5 big slices of chicken on my plate. That's just me. It's easier to eat a whole bunch of small boneless wings or a whole bunch of wings with bones in it than eat a big ass thigh or a big ass leg and you get full. You get overwhelmed. You don't want it no more. If you can eat a whole bunch of small chicken wings, you see your success faster. You see your accomplishments faster. You see all the bones adding up. It makes you want to keep going. Okay, I'm getting somewhere. I see the result. I see the progress. I see the progression. I see where I'm going. I see my accomplishment. And when you can see a whole bunch of small accomplishments, it allows you to see the bigger picture clearer. You know what I mean? Because it's adding up. Okay. Pros and cons. What pros and cons have you experienced during your travel? The pros and cons, honestly, y'all, it's no pros and cons. Everything is a pro. Everything, when you learning, it's always a pro. It's never a con in learning, y'all. It's never a con. I don't know what a con is. Everything is always good. When I say that, I truly feel that everything is always good. Even with that man doing what he did what he did. That was a good situation, y'all, because guess what? He don't know, that he allowed my intro to be so much better. He don't know that he made my Instagram. I got like 3,000 followers from that stuff. Like, you look at it as a bad situation, I found something good from it. I found that I needed to control my energy more. When I left out that house, my energy, I should have got my energy in check. When my girl told me that my energy, I needed, you know, get my mind together, I should have got my fucking mind together. I shouldn't have continue to be upset about something that it was, you know what I mean? It was a situation where it was like, I could have got my mind together, but I chose not to get my mind together, and I seen the result instantly. The karma was instantly, like, y'all, every time in my life when karma is near, it happens so quick for me. That's why I don't do nothing bad, y'all, because God, some people can go through life and do fucked up shit, and they don't see their karma don't come right then and there. God, me, as soon as I do something, my karma smack me on the back of my head 5 seconds later, like, why the fuck you did that? Like, you know how you do something in the house and your mama's like slap you on the back of your head, like, you know why you did that right after? That's what God do to me every time. So in that moment, I should have got my mind together. When I didn't get my mind together, that happened, and it taught me, it became a good situation because I was able to learn from it. So that's that, and I think that's the last question. Do you think you'll ever visit Ghana or other parts of Africa? Y'all, Africa is not the top of my list. It's not. I never had no strong desire to go to Africa. I never had no strong attraction to go to Africa. That's how I know I'm not an African. I'm not gonna say I'm not. It's because I ain't never had no strong desire, but I never just was like, I want to go to Africa. Africa, Africa, Africa. I'm not gonna say I don't give a damn about Africa, but Africa is what Africa is. I just don't have this strong pull towards Africa like how other people have this strong pull towards Africa. I have a stronger pull towards America than Africa because I know that my people are from America. I am American. That's that. Now, if you have a strong pull to go to Africa, I wish you the best. I salute that to you, but just because I'm colored don't mean I need to be going to Africa. People like, you should go to the motherland. The motherland is the whole earth. This whole earth is the motherland. Ain't no certain part of this earth a motherland. This whole thing is created by the source up high, and that's just that. Nothing more to it. Anywho, we're gonna keep pushing forward. Do you feel safe living in those tree houses, or the doors safety locked? Do I feel safe? Yes, I feel safe. I always feel safe, y'all. I never not feel safe. You know why? Because I always put myself in safe positions. Like, I make safe decisions. That's what it is. I make safe decisions, y'all. I don't make fear. My decisions don't be rooted in fear, but I make safe decisions. I make safe and sound decisions. And when I make safe and sound decisions, I know that decision was made. It's a safe situation. Like, that's what it is. Now that I'm talking about it, that's what it is. Safe decisions. Okay, I'm going to answer one more question and then we're going to push out. If you had to go to the hospital, do you have insurance from the United States or from Thailand? They have travel insurance, y'all. I don't know about, I didn't have insurance in America. The insurance I did have in America was Medicaid. I didn't have like no real insurance. Like, I mean, Medicaid is real insurance, but you know, that's for like, that's government insurance. That's not no insurance that I pay for. The insurance that they have here is travel insurance. I don't know what insurance everybody else have, but I know for me, it's travel insurance. And you know, if I go to the hospital, it's covered. But honestly, when I went to the hospital in Malaysia, I didn't have the travel insurance and I only had to pay $8. So it is what it is. As long as I don't break no leg, as long as I don't need no surgeries, I'm gonna be good. You know, everything else can be healed through thought and through home remedies. So that's that. And so yeah, that's that. Y'all, the next video is gonna be the video. In the next video, I'll be explaining what happened with the bathroom situation at Thailand. So y'all just stay tuned in for the next video. I was gonna put it in this video, but honestly, I'd rather just like have more videos coming out. So the next video is going to be a full explanation about what happened and how I felt and what the police did, because a lot of people have been asking like, what did the police do? You know, did the man get arrested? I'm gonna let y'all know if he got arrested. I'm gonna let y'all know everything that happened, so y'all just stay tuned in. But yeah, peace out for right now.